Welcome back, everybody. Derrick Soo, your East Oakland advocate. Well, it's that time of the year. 4th of July is just around the corner here, and our companions are going to be in distressed, with all the explosions and fireworks popping off. And I just want to let you know some tips that I've used with my dogs over the decades and what's worked, what doesn't work. Tranquilizers kind of work if you get them from your veterinarian. Over-the-counter tranquilizers don't work, so don't even bother using that. I don't know about thunder shirts, those shirts that you put on your dog to pretend to be giving them a hug. It may work, may not work. I don't know. I've never used them. I've had dogs all my life, as you know, and uh, one of the early tricks that I used was, number one, I kept all my companions secured in the house, inside the house, not outside, not in the yard, and not, especially not in a garage. Because they can slip out. You would be amazed at how a dog can be so destructive. Because my dad had a dog. I was at my dad's place on 4th of July, and that dog literally destroyed a steel door. A steel door. The dog chewed, bent, and I mean, this, I couldn't believe it when I saw it. And that was my dad's dog. So a dog can get out of the yard when it's stressed enough, and it doesn't care what it needs to do to try and get away from the explosion. So number one tip, secure the pet inside the house. Number two, one of my tricks that I used was put them in a room, secure them in a room, have a TV or a radio, and play it loud in there. Play it loud so that it mostly it's creating a white noise for your animals so that they're distracted, and things seem a little more normal with that loud TV. I don't play my TVs loud normally, but when I do on occasions like 4th of July to calm my dog down, it works very well. You would be amazed at how well that works. So I suggest you try that. Get a TV, put it in a separate room, lock your companions in there, whether it's dog or cat. It doesn't matter. Just put them in there so that they're safe, secure, have water, food for them, a comfortable place for them to lay down. Go in and check on them, play with them, and if you're comfortable and not too worried about how the pet is reacting, I keep my dog close by with me. And uh, Mama, she's been through quite a few 4th of Julys down here, and it's always very stressful for her, but she stays very close to my side. And now that I'm indoors, she can still hear them. But with my TV on, she's less stressed. And I know when she is stressed because she is panting and huffing a lot. I mean, real hard. And it's not hot, or it could be hot this 4th of July, but indoors with air conditioning, that dog should not be panting like that. So that tells you that the dog is very anxious and stressed over what is happening, the sounds that dog is hearing. And so, again, I would encourage you, number one, make sure that your dog and your pet is inside, your cat is inside, because all the loud booms and everything, the number of dogs and cats that are found after July 6th, yes, after July 6th, because from July 4th through July 6th, your animal control units are busy capturing freaked out animals, and then having to bring them back to the shelter and put them aside in a quarantine area so that they're held for, hopefully, the owner to come and claim them with the proper identification. So I've never had any of my dogs get out and loose on the 4th of July. I've always secured them. Like I said, I was born into a house with dogs, and there was only very short periods of time where I didn't have a dog. And when I was homeless, I had my Amstaff, which was my DOD trained guard and protection dog. And she was not affected by explosions and the fireworks because she was trained with gunfire. Yes, she was trained while I'm out on the range and doing my training. And so she's my companion dog along with that training. And so she wasn't freaked out. And in fact, she thought things were pretty normal, but it was the sister dog who had a really hard time. And in fact, she would shake so much. I'd swear you could put a cup like this with all the ingredients to make a milkshake, strap it on her, and in about 2 minutes, that will be a really nice milkshake. That's how hard she was shaking and trembling. And then once I started putting her into the room, making sure, first of all, getting her into the room, because dogs are very uncooperative. If they don't know what to do, they freeze in place. And so sometimes you're just going to have to pick them up no matter how big they are and put them in that secured room. But anyway, TVs, radios are my number one go-to. Play it loud, not extremely loud, but loud enough to mute out a lot of the booms, a good portion. You should stay in the room and adjust the volume and comfort your dogs or your pets for a few minutes before you leave them in that room with the closed door. If you have them roaming in the house with you, even better. You know exactly where they're at all times. And you can adjust the TV sounds or the radio sounds accordingly. Your iPhone, your iPads aren't going to get loud enough. Let me tell you, they don't get loud enough. So you need a TV or a good radio. Your iPhone, your iPads, your Samsung phones, and they don't work. They don't get loud enough. And so a TV or a radio is what I highly recommend. It works very well. And try and comfort them. Be with them. Have their favorite toys, some snacks, and their favorite treats. Go in there and talk to them and comfort them during this period. So these are all my recommendations for the 4th of July. And I know it's a very stressful time for a lot of people. Some of you are going to go to fireworks displays or parties, leaving your pet behind. Make sure they're not in the yard, because in the yard they have a high expectation of escaping. And you'd be amazed at how high a dog can jump when they're terrified. My dog, who didn't like Mary, who didn't like explosions and things, she could jump literally over 6-foot fence. And this was a 74-pound dog. She could jump that high. So your common fences in your yard will not secure your dog. I guarantee it. Folks, have a safe and sane 4th of July. Enjoy picnics, barbecues, and professional fireworks displays. Don't be blowing off fireworks. I know that's going to be happening out here. It's already been going on for the past week in the evenings, not so much like on the 4th of July, where it starts at as soon as it gets dark. And out here in East Oakland, it can run to 3-4 in the morning. So it's going to be a long night going into July 5th. So have a happy 4th of July, everybody. I'm going to be taking a break here to enjoy the holidays and do some other things for once. Thanks for joining me today. We'll be right back. Happy 4th, everybody.